Moi is not like any other university. It is the first university built by Kenya.
What is there will not be lost. It will be taken good care.
We want to re-establish the institution for us to realize the many fruits that actually come with the establishment of a university.
This is big and this is rare. Top leadership from Moi University in one house, and this is Chams Media Studios, and we are really honored to have these great minds in this studio, and we are going to discuss Moi University. So many of you have been asking many questions about Moi University, but nimewaleta the leaders from Moi University so that we can understand the status of the university. And this comes hot on the heels of a recent summit in Eldoret, and this summit was Software and AI Summit, is it? Yes. You are all there. Yes. And Moi University was hosting the summit, and that was a great honor at the Annex campus. And Mark, you, I'm an alumnus of Moi University as well, so I'm honored. I'm sure you are still just waiting to know. So who are these? The faces are familiar to you, but I'll be introducing them. But just to say, I'm proud to be an alumnus of Moi University. So we attended that summit, which was an indication that Moi University is doing well and is hosting international summits. The other thing that was memorable is the dinner. Yes. The alumni dinner, yes. Which we all attended, and happened to have been one of the MCs at the dinner. And that was another feel-good moment for the university, is it? Yeah. Yes, so karibuni. And let me begin the introductions. At the far end is Professor Dankit Nasiuma. Professor Nasiuma is the Chancellor of Moi University. And he has a PhD in statistics. He's a professor of statistics at Egerton University. And he undertook his master's and PhD in Canada University. He's a former Vice Chancellor, Kabarak University, and also former Vice Chancellor, Africa International University. Is there anything I've left out with that? Yeah, in a summary. So karibu sana, Prof. In a word, what do you say as I welcome you?
Thank you very much, Alex, for this opportunity for us to be here in your studio and to be able to talk about Moi University, the great university that has a great future.
Yeah, karibu sana. And next to the Chancellor is the Vice Chancellor, Professor Kiplagat Kotut. And Kiplagat Kotut also a very, very solid background in academia. And he is, his area is biology, is it?
Correct, yeah.
Biology. Proud of Kenyatta University. Everything you said is Kenyatta University. Went to Kenyatta University.
Yes.
Grew through the ranks.
Grew through the ranks of Kenyatta University, and yes. I became an associate professor. I became a full or a professor of biology at the University of Embu.
Yes, so, and you became a deputy Vice Chancellor, University of Embu. Yeah, yes. Great. So, karibu sana. So, before coming to Moi University, which is early this year, is it? Is it in March?
Yes.
You, as acting, February, actually, yeah. acting Vice Chancellor, Moi University, this is in March. You came from where immediately? The
University of Embu.
The University of Embu.
I served for 10 years as the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academics Research and Extension. Karibu
sana. We are honored to have you in this studio. And it's smelling new, you can feel it. The studio is new. And you've been seeing Professor Noah Midamba, very common on television. And he's the chairman of Moi University Council. You saw when he was appointed, and you are all over news, you know, yes. To go head the University Council. When was this exactly?
It was in January of this year.
Yeah, he told me he just got a phone call unexpectedly. Yeah, and then you are like, do I go?
I have no choice.
Yeah, you are told you have no choice. Yeah, so do you know his area? Professor Midamba's professional area or academic area is he's a professor of defense and foreign policy. Defense and foreign policy. and you went to University of
I'm a graduate of University of Denver, Graduate School of International Studies.
Then you served on the U.S. National Security.
I served on U.S. National Security. I taught at 5 universities in America.
Wow.
And eventually I became Vice President of Kent State University.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. And of course, you've been at KCA?
When I returned in 2011, I became Vice Chancellor of KCA University.
Wow, wow.
The second Vice Chancellor.
Yeah, and something interesting, something common, they are all diaspora returnees,
Yes.
you know. Professor Dankit was in Canada, as I told you, he's a returnee. Professor Kotut, you are
in Germany.
In Germany, completed your PhD there.
Yes.
Yeah, and Professor Midamba, of course, you had there the US. They say the big brother.
40 years in the US.
Okay. So, karibuni sana, and it's a great pleasure to have you here. I've just come from Eldoret, so I love Eldoret as my second home. I graduated from Moi University in 1996.
Wow.
And do quite a lot of visits to the university to talk to the students. I was at my former faculty. It's now a School of Information Sciences, sharing my experience. Now, let me begin with Professor Dankit. What makes Moi University great?
Thank you. Moi University was started in 1984 as a Kenyan university. There was the University of Nairobi, which was started by the British as a technical college. But Moi University was started by Kenyans and built by Kenyans. It makes it very unique. Secondly, Moi University is a rural university. Rural life has the tendency of producing people who are humble and hands-on. And that's what Moi University is about, the ability to engage with the community down to earth makes it very unique. Thirdly, Moi University has produced some of the best graduates in this country. There is no doubt about it. It has produced people who can deliver and deliver well. That makes it a very, very unique.
Along that breadth, then, we are discussing this as you prepare for the 48th graduation. Yes. And I was just reading, I think the university has produced well over 140,000 graduates, including I. And after this graduation, you'll be having 150,000.
We'll be shy of 150,000.
150.
Yes.
Yeah. So as the Vice Chancellor of the university, we've talked about being great, but this graduation comes in the wake of doubts. Is Moi University there? Is Moi University dead?
Okay. Moi University is very much alive and doing very well in terms of delivering on its core mandate. So I think we need to get it right that Moi University is nothing but going on strength. It has had a few challenges in the past, but like the university sector in the country, this is not very unique to Moi University, except that Moi University may have a few special challenges that it is going through. But in terms of delivering on its mandate, Moi University is doing very well, and we expect it to continue on that particular journey. What is important to note is that we are graduating students on time. So we do not have students who, contrary to what he said outside, that students take very long in Moi University. These students now are those students who are graduating within the cycle of their program. The 4-year cycle program, they are completing in 4 years. So that is what is happening.
Great. And that after a long journey of what we've been seeing and what Kenyans have been reading and hearing, and culminating in the appointment of Professor Midamba to go chair the University Council, that when you are appointed, then the story was the university is in trouble. Things are bad. Things are bad.
So go fix it.
You go fix it. So was it that bad?
Not really. I think we Kenyans tend to exaggerate a little bit. add water and maybe oil a little bit. Yeah, there were real challenges. There is no question. But Alex, let me get back to what President Moi said to me. You know, Moi was a unique man. You know, you can disagree with him or not, and don't spend more time with him than I did. But I had a unique time of sitting on one-to-one with him. And he said to me, you know, your father is a very good man. He's my friend. And he sent you to America. Come back from America and change our country. And he said he didn't want to go to school. You know, he just want to take care of cows. And his father punished him by sending him to school. And he said, oh, this is what it is. And he said after that, that stayed with him. So you can say about everything else he did wrong, he did right. But education was really
Education was at his heart.
At
He
his
was
heart.
very passionate about
And
it.
so when I was asked to become a chairman of Council of Moi University, that message is what made me say, yes, I'm going to be part of this.
What did you find there when you arrived?
There was a lot of challenges in terms of mindset. The people working in, as you know, the VC said, they were giving up.
Despair.
Despair. There was a sense of despair. And I won't call it hopelessness, but it's really close to that. And they didn't see the horizon. They didn't look beyond the horizon and say the sun has risen and maybe we need to change things a little bit. And the most important thing is people didn't take accountability. People didn't say, I'm a professor of biology and I'm going to do everything I can to make my class exciting to the student, support student. And I'm doing this and that. So the message was someone else was responsible for our situation where we are.
Lack of good work ethic?
Lack of goodwill and good work ethic.
Yeah.
And really you call it mindset. Problem have compiled to a point where there was despair. But the issue, there were more perceived problem than their real problem. You know, so our job was to weed all those and then figure out what's the real problem, get to the bottom line.
So, for example, then what was done immediately to help now, you know, correct the situation?
Well, number one, there was a lot of employees. You know, over the years, they've hired more and more people.
Okay.
And when you add numbers, when you look at the payroll, vis-a-vis what's coming in,
It was bloated.
You cannot run any business like that. So the issue then, we have to really weed all that and figure who fit where. And that's the job that the VC and his team undertook. We're still, I wouldn't say long away, but we're still long to get to where we want to be.
Okay.
And then I think people were not clear about what was the mission of Moi University. And because Moi is not like any other university. It is the first university built by Kenyans. And it had a purpose in 1984, why it was built. And then we move into all different areas. And what happened is you lose focus as far as that is concerned.
The original vision.
What's the original vision of Cambridge, Harvard, Oxford? And so our job is now try to reshape, reorganize, and then focus on the mission of why the university was there.
Great. That sounds like it gives quite some impetus to the university and the future. And Professor Dankit, in your perspective then, what are some of the things in terms of management, governance that have been done to streamline the university?
Yeah, one of the challenges that has plagued Moi University has been an issue of management, managing the operations of the institution. The second thing that had been problematic had been governance, particularly the issue of conflict of interest. And those two needed to be addressed. And so when I was appointed as Chancellor in July last year, my assessment from the onset was to deal with those two issues. Because without dealing with them, you cannot deal with the things under. I'm glad that with the council, a very hard-working council under the chairmanship of Professor Midamba, and a management team headed by the Vice Chancellor, we have had a tremendous move, shift from where the university was last year to where the university is today. And to me, once you deal with the governance and management, then they can deal with the rest of the issues. Yes, we will still have challenges here and there, but when you have those two things in place, then there is a lot of hope. There is a future for the institution, and what is there will not be lost. It will be taken good care of.
Okay. Yeah, in fact, of course, what many people saw in the public domain was politicization of the operations of the university and the feeling it is ours. So is that being corrected, people being appointed on merit? Because that was quite a huge conversation in the country.
I think that is a process that the council and management are working on. But one of the things that I would say is that the narrative from the community around Moi University has changed. And we have a lot of goodwill and support from the political leadership of the county and the people around the county. And that goodwill is very critical for us as an institution, because that goodwill will translate into development down the line. And when that translates, when Moi University's foundation has been well rebuilt, then it will have the capacity to absorb the same people from the same community, even in a bigger way than today.
Yeah. And I've heard even some of them have had press conferences saying, we learned a lesson. Is it?
Yes, that's right.
That it can be done differently and it's for our own benefit.
That's right.
Great. And Professor Kotut, in line with that, as we continue to break down, I think it boils also to efficiency. So is that being achieved now?
In terms of service delivery, yes, because as you rightly had, the feeling at that particular moment was that you see, people are not very sure. At the end of the day, leadership is really important in all these things. Do people feel that the leaders they have can actually take them to where they are going to? And for us, we found a situation where most of people had given up, that the leadership does not really understand the issues, and that maybe the leadership is actually, taking the institution down. So it was like people were waiting for it to get down. But again, the engagement with, the way the council came in with a lot of energy, assuring, talking, and promising to move, people have started saying, you mean it can happen, that there can be restoration, so to speak. And, one of the things that you find is that, on average, most of the working people at the university really want the best, but they feel they need to be supported so that more, you could see people who may have actually slowed down because they never felt that whatever they are doing is up to something.
Yeah, it's up to something.
So this kind of reassurance, bringing in objectivity in the manner in which work is evaluated, holding everybody account in one way or the other, assuring people that they have a responsibility to deliver on the mandate that they have been given, is what has now made people start really starting to work. Because people want to feel that whatever they do counts and it is recognized.
It is recognized.
So those are the things that we've done in terms of ensuring that we appreciate the effort of everybody. We make people feel that they need to contribute, they have a role in terms of turning around the institution, and that they must actually deliver on the same. And that we are also looking at everybody in terms of what you do, accountability. We had instances of people who are actually coming to, clock in and then go away, do your business, come back in the morning. Now we've gone a step further and started making sure everybody is accountable for what they do at the end of the day. And somehow the people who are hardworking are feeling that now we are being supported, because that is happening. So we've been able to kind of make the staff to be more accountable in terms of undertaking their duties. And then also in the process, we've been able to deal with the students to start feeling that they are getting quality services from the institution. We try to make sure that the students we are available for them, the schools are available. The services are actually the kind that would make them feel proud to be members of Moi University.
So staff members being paid now, well, I mean, there used to be delays, so has it not been regularized?
Yes. There are many things that contribute to payment of salary at the university. You have to rely on, support, timely release of, funds from the government, and so when there's a little delay, it may affect. But we've been able to stabilize. Let's say we've been able to stabilize the ship and endeavor to ensure that this is actually realized. We may not have achieved it 100% the way we would like to, but
the ship has been stabilized.
We are stabilizing the ship, and we are moving progressively towards putting in place strategies to ensure that there is actually timeliness and predictability in terms of handling the staff matters. So we are working deliberately towards ensuring that all the things that have not been happening for the last many years actually are actually brought in line with what were the aspirations around the establishment of the institution.
One of the factors I think is also that is worth mentioning, the student population having gone down due to many factors. It affected the revenue of the university as well.
Seriously, it has affected, grossly affected the revenues of the university. And that is why one of the areas, very key areas of focus is actually working towards ensuring that the student numbers are actually go back to where it is. We have a lot of capacity in terms of space, in terms of classrooms, and what we only need to do is actually to ensure that the learning environment is actually conducive by ensuring that where classrooms require a touch of paint, we do that. Where we need to bring in or improve on the infrastructure like desks and chairs, we work on them. So because this has not happened for quite a while, it's something that is going to take the council a bit of time, but we are making clear steps and people are starting to see that this is changing. We've also been able to, kind of restore the confidence of the alumni in the institution. The alumni are really concerned, and that is one thing that is an advantage that Moi University, if it harnesses very well, is going to work to the advantage of the institution. And because of this engagement with the alumni, many of them are coming back and looking at what they can actually do. Some have actually come to improve on some of the facilities that they feel they are associated with.
I saw there's a group that picked up one of my former hostels, Hostel C, and they are painting, and I joined them. Exactly. So we are painting a hostel there.
Actually, this Saturday, I hosted a team of former alumni also, now from the School of Science. And many of these are actually, most of them are actually living in the States. They came back all the way just to come and look at their alma mater. Actually, they spent the whole day at the main campus, going through the, the places they used to patronize. And then at the end, they concluded with a dinner where they discussed a bit what they can actually do for the institution. Wow. It was a very exciting moment.
Exciting, yeah. And we are discussing, you may not know, to corner to group straight to, some are forming like a class of 90, a class of 98.
This one was now the class of 90. Class of science.
Class of science, yes. There are some who are calling themselves, those who are in Ngeria area. You know, if you know Moi University very well, that's what the nucleus of the university. The Ngeria area is looking good. The technology there, we nostalgically remember some of those. There is an old telephone booth, ile ya kuzungusha, no, ya kuweka coins, I think. Then it's quite a good one. And I went to Hostel C at some point. It was one of the best with hot water. All the others didn't have hot water during our days. So this is just an appeal. I'm talking like this to tell our fellow alumni, let's do it. We can do it to support the university. And great university, the University of Moi has, Moi University has produced great people, including the deputy president, Professor Kindiki.
But in addition to that, you know, something very important also is that Moi University has actually nurtured 9 of the fully fledged universities that we have in this country as we speak. So it has actually contributed most significantly to the higher education landscape in this country. Universities stretching from you know, Garissa in northeastern, Garissa University College, Garissa University. It was a former constituent college, coming through central Kenya, Karatina University, going all the way to Alupe University near the border, coming down to Maseno. You know,
Maseno was the first constituent university.
Yes, among the first.
Then Eldoret University, the Masinde Muliro. Wow, it's huge. Eldoret University, which was known as Chepkoilel. Chepkoilel campus is now full-fledged.
It was a campus, actually.
Yeah, it was a campus.
Converted to a constituent college.
Masai Mara, look at that, Masai Mara. Kabianga, all these are children of Moi University. Wow. But then on the contrary, Bwana Chancellor, then it said this partly drained the university. Of course. Maybe you can expound on that.
Starting a university, even if it's starting from a college, requires that you need facilities, you need land, and you need finances. And that's what Moi University put in, to be able to start this at the request of the government, to help nurture and raise up universities across this country. And that took a toll on the resources, both of personnel and finances of Moi University. And we still feel it up to today, because it depleted all our surplus resources and took us into the negative. We have not recovered those monies. We're still hoping and trusting that down the line, the government will be able to give us back that money that we invested. It's more than enough for us to deal with our debts as of now.
Professor Midamba, as the chair of the council, in line with that, I was reading somewhere, Moi University bought land, then they went, is a university independent, but the mother, Moi University, is still paying the loan, the debt. That is quite a challenge.
Karatina. But we are in conversation with the various players to see how best to handle that, at least the loan part.
The loan part.
But of course, there were additional expenses and the earlier investments in the same, as Professor Nasuma has said. You know, starting, you have to go and put in infrastructure and things. Moi was, you could say, it picked on the generosity of the former president, Moi, in terms of the manner and approach to nurturing new universities. It gave it its whole. It provided staff, it provided resources, and each time, by the time it is leaving, it has left some money there, and it has left also, you will even find, if you go to universities, some of them, you might still find an old Moi University bus, which was left out, which was, So as I said, one of the unique things about Moi University is that when it establishes a constituent college, it ensures that it runs.
It runs,
it's fully functional.
It's done very well.
I think one of the other things there is that some of our best academic staff, they never came back.
Of course.
And so we have to go and look for
human resource. That
so
is,
you train You surrender, and then you go and look for
That
other.
is seepage. I mean,
Yeah,
just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing you've said, you are stabilized, so you'll attract the best of the best. And I met some of the alumni who are even back to teach, which is a good sign, isn't it? Now, apart from that, Vice Chancellor, you've said that the main source of revenue is fees and from the government. Are there any other sources of revenue? Universities have been challenged to make money.
Yes, there are other sources of revenues. It's only that they are not, they cannot be the main ones, because I think the business of the university is really to ensure that it offers quality learning, and not really to get into the business of engaging in serious enterprise, because we teach people how to do business, but we cannot start competing again with the same people, because we want them to establish business. But as a university, we have a number of areas that we look at as a potential source of revenue for the university. The first one that has actually contributed significantly, directly and indirectly, is through research, because research funds actually
It's called research and sponsor program.
Yes.
Research and sponsor programs.
Yes,
and that's how the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital has grown and is a key pillar of the university.
Exactly. Yes. So we've been, from the research funds, we've been able to train so many people. We've also been able to raise some money which has actually contributed to equipping. It's able to provide money to equip labs, to provide support for students. At the moment, actually, I think we have 3 centers of excellence, fully funded as centers of excellence in different areas. There is one center of excellence in research methodologies in education. It's called CERMESA. So that one focuses on teaching and how to teach well. It actually we train how to conduct postgraduate training the best way. So it is a sponsored program, and part of the package is also to support students. And it's one of the programs that has actually even modernized some of the infrastructure that we have. There's another one called AC2. AC2 is African Center of Excellence. This one is in phytochemicals, and this was actually established when Rivertex was actually running, because they're supposed to carry out research in phytochemicals and chemicals which can be used for improving on natural dyes and things of that kind. So this one has also contributed immensely. It's actually established, there's a building that was actually established through the project, and this is the building now we are targeting to house the entire research infrastructure in the university. So that is that is another one. Then there's also another center of excellence, which is the African Center of African Cluster Center, which looks at it mainly focuses in the training in the area of social sciences and arts, where issues of language, culture, and so on and so forth is covered. And it's actually been, it's been running for, I think 7 years. It was renewed for another 7 years. A partnership with a university in Germany and others. So all these have actually contributed immensely to the development of, students, also to support various programs. So research is one of the areas that we want to put a lot of effort into, and try to see how we can work out a relationship where also the research can actually support the university in terms of, working on a percentage, how can the university support them, and how can they also support the university to actually grow research. So we are seeing research as one potential area. The other area that is of interest to us is that the university actually has established what we call Moi University technologies, where the university is actually assembling, digital gadgets, and these are gadgets that are mainly used to support, the government's effort to actually increase access to digital devices. So we are actually assembling digital devices as we speak now. There's a program. We won a tender with government to supply about 7,000.
That's
digital
huge.
devices. Yes. So we see ourselves moving this into an assembly now, to assemble digital devices for different institutions. So for now, we are dealing with government, but we want to move now to other sectors, and we're already reaching out to partners who want their their items assembled. We are talking about laptops, we are talking about phones, we are talking about screens, and so on and so forth. So that's one area that we are also focusing on to see that we can actually generate some revenue for the university. The last one is, again, utilizing the resources that the university has.
Yeah.
The university has 2,000 acres of land, and we want to see how to ensure that we commercialize the farming in some of those areas so that we can actually generate income. Also, as we train our students on how to utilize farm.
Yeah, 2,000 acres of land that can turn into something
Exactly.
for revenue generation.
Yes,
Huge.
yes,
Yeah, great. And maybe as we wind up, I think, so we've discussed the challenge, we've discussed what you've done, governance, bringing efficiency, revenue is improving. I'm sure development partners are also coming in.
Yes.
I was there when you are awarding some scholarships to students. That is a good sign that you have the backing. That was the Chinese government. So, Professor Midamba, is there something else also that now contributes to that hope that you want to mention?
Well, Alex, I'm much more optimistic than I was in January, where we are told. And I think the three of us share the same kind of optimism. There is so much to be done, particularly this area of raising extra resources to support the university. With the new technology development, we will be able to get our system to teach everywhere in Africa. So that we are not just looking at government-sponsored, which is limited in number, but we'll be able to teach in Liberia, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, and all that, because of our uniqueness and the subject we're providing and the need of a community in Africa. So that's one way. We talk about research and sponsored program. We talk about turning idle asset into working asset. And then we talk about bringing all this together in a business way, like Harvard did, so that they run by business people who knows how to invest and make money and then continue increasing. And then as we expand our relationship with the rest, the VC just returned from China. Japan is knocking the door. Want to do a lot more with Africa. Scandinavia, traditional one. Germany is rising up as a major, powerful country in Europe. And you know how Germanic race works. And then German, because of their population is going down, they're looking at us as opportunity for collaboration and do research and come up with new ideas, start doing things. Wow. And so we are gearing up, first of all, to put all the fire off. And
you said the ship is stable.
As a student, I have a responsibility. As a faculty member, I have a responsibility. As admission, whatever you do, my responsibility is to put students first.
Students first.
Students first. So the experience they have here will be a long term. And then I've turned alumni into a real machine. Structured programs, focus, class of 1984 to 85, then another class, and then you have groups that are coming in. So through alumni activities and sponsored program, we are not only getting huge publicity like yourself, but we are getting a point where these people are going to engage in returning back to the university and contributing.
Wow, that's and I've seen already the results of the.
You've seen that.
Yes.
If you watch the history of Harvard University, the richest university in the world, that's how it has come. Kenya is going through what you call a growth period. Child teething, don't sleep at night. What happened is when university is built in your community, the native felt this is ours.
Yini yetu.
So that everybody working here must be our people in everything. And what that point where we reach is we are communicating. We're reaching out to everybody. Like in the case of Moi, we're reaching out to elected local officials, giving them enough information so that they understand something is happening in our community and the future impact of this community is invest. Not just make sure you hire my child or my cousin and that. That is beside the point. Beside the point is what this institution is going to do to this community is what is important. And I think we're coming to harmony. Harmony with the governor, harmony with the elected official, start talking the same language like ourselves, and alumni are coming. So this is the synergy I'm seeing that make me much more.
Wow, very powerful word there, synergy. You've put off the fire, you've talked to the leaders, and now it's synergy. And that is a message of hope there as we wind up. That's your parting shot, I think. And then there is another crispy, what a powerful parting shot. Yeah, I'll jump to Vice Chancellor, your concluding remarks. Is there hope?
There is a lot of hope. I think the message really is that Moi University had very solid foundations. It is for this reason that it has actually weathered so much storm. What we are talking about now is something that did not just happen in one day. We're talking about 10 years of perhaps not much happening that has contributed to where it is. And we are saying now we need to bring it to an end. We want to reestablish the institution. And the beauty, as the chair has said, is that everybody has actually realized that indeed we are sitting on a gold mine. Certainly the local leaders have seen the university for what it is supposed to offer. Not just employment, but opportunities also. Opportunities for business, opportunities for, for many other things in terms of, even talking to the students within the local, influencing the community in terms of practices and so on and so forth. And now everybody realizes that we need the university to be up and running for us to realize the many fruits that actually come with the establishment of a university. Wow. So because of that understanding, the commitment of the leaders, we're starting with the council who really have, a very clear vision of what they want out of the university. The management is also very committed. The staff members are actually coming on board. The students are excited about it. So this is, and we are not saying that we have actually resolved the issues. What we have is a determination to actually deal with the issues and move forward and ensure that we restore the greatness of the university and actually put it to where the founding president actually desired.
The vision bearers.
The vision actually was very clear. What we realized is that the establishment of the university had actually about 6 phases. We are only on phase 2. So we really need to ensure that we realize that dream.
There is room for improvement.
There is room for
thank
growth.
you. What a nice parting shot there.
Okay.
Great. And Bwana Chancellor, where do you see Moi University in the next 10 years?
Yes, Moi University has come a long way. And as we have said, we are effectively bringing on board the 4 major players, our alumni on board, the community leaders on board, our staff and faculty on board, and our students on board.
Yep.
And so with all those major stakeholders on board, and with a governance system and a management system that is responsive to the needs of these stakeholders, there is a lot of potential. A university doesn't grow on the basis of a few individuals. Our academic staff have got ideas that can help propel this institution. Our students have ideas, and our alumni have got ideas. And so as we work together and bring all these ideas together, we are building an institution that is intergenerational, that 50 years down the line we'll look back and say, yes, the ideas that we brought in may have been small, but they contributed to what Moi University is. So we're looking forward to a great future for Moi University and a great impact from the graduates of Moi University.
Wow, a great future for Moi University, great impact.
I want to add one more thing, which I think is really, really important. Alex, I envision a time that Moi University will host one of the most complex sports center in the world. The Olympians, and why are these people running better than most of us? What they're going through. The study will be based on Moi University, probably sponsored by quite a number of world players. Bring in a lot of people around the world that bring tourism to the local area and everything, and the place is saturated.
That's a very strong point, given that Moi University is sitting in the city of champions.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah, and you know, it's anchored onto that.
Yes.
Many tourists can come in.
Yes.
Moi University take advantage of that.
That's right.
And
the local people really benefit.
even grow talents within the university, run for the university.
Correct.
Yes, and we forgot that Moi University also is the epicenter of medical tourism, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
in
correct.
the country. So other than what people have been hearing, there seems to be so much. The story is yet to be told.
That's correct.
The narrative is not what we think, you know.
Yeah.
Technology, you are manufacturing computers. You have 2,000 acres of land. That's huge. The MTRH, huge research going there and a huge employment there. So I don't think we can really finish the story of Moi University. We've just scratched the surface, and we can pick it up another time because we need to leave you to go prepare for the graduation, you know, which is just barely a week from now, around the clock, and we were really honored to have you on board. Have you ever been on any talk show or podcast, the three of you together?
No.
This is the first, and happening at Chams Media Studios, to the studios owned by an alumnus of the university.
How proud we are.
Wow, asanteni sana. So on that note, we come to the end of this discussion. It was a very, very informative discussion. Thank you so much, Professor Noah Midamba, the chair of the Council of Moi University. Thank you so much, Professor Kiplagat Kotut, the Vice Chancellor, Moi University. The Chancellor mwenyewe ako hapo pia. Thank you so much, Professor Dankit Nasiuma. And we look forward to having more discussions. I look forward to attending the graduation. Tujipigie makofi. Thank you so much. Thank you.